Hello and welcome to the channel. Welcome here in Umoja. My name is Dennis Uhuru. I did not expect that this would happen, but it seems that this is the route we are going. For those of you that are just clicking on this video for the first time and do not know how we've come here, I am a video editor for the Mara Nomads YouTube channel, and I have been their sole video editor from August of 2021 up to today. 2 years and 11 months. And in a previous video I made 4 days ago titled "Who Moved My Cheese?" I outlined some injustices that I felt the Mara Nomads had perpetrated against me. And now the Mara Nomads have chosen to take me to court. So let's talk about that. If you haven't watched the first video, I will advise that you watch that video. I will link it here and in the description of this video. It is titled "Who Moved My Cheese in Nairobi?" You can pause this video, watch that first video, you will understand everything that is going on, and then you can come back and resume this video. But very briefly, to catch you up or to recap for those people that have watched the first video, the Mara Nomads used to pay me for my video editing services 200 shillings per minute of final video draft. So a 20-minute video would attract how much money? 4,000 Kenyan shillings for the video minutes, 500 shillings for YouTube thumbnails, and 250 shillings for transport. If I made multiple trips, it would attract 250 shillings each and every time I went to the office, because sometimes a video needs to be reviewed and corrected and all these things. Okay, so it would come to 4,700 to 5,000 Kenyan shillings. And for the longest time, as the Mara Nomads YouTube channel continued to grow, remember I joined them when they were at 107 subscribers. And for a long time I felt that this was inadequate. It was too little for the amount of work I was doing. Those files are massive. The latest video on the Mara Nomads YouTube channel is 1 hour. If that video is 1 hour, think about the amount of files that I had to go through so that I could reduce it to a 1 hour story. So I felt it was not enough, and I sought an increase in my earnings. And I went to negotiate with the Mara Nomads. And a wise thing to do whenever you are negotiating with a client or an employer, though the Mara Nomads are not my employers, they're my clients, a wise thing to do is always to go to them with a way for them to make more money, to suggest how they could increase money. So I wrote a proposal, a monetization proposal to the Mara Nomads YouTube channel to help them increase money so that they could afford these new rates I was proposing that they pay me. And one of the proposals that I had for them was that they should monetize their YouTube channel because they were leaving a lot of money on the table. Up to that point, the Mara Nomads YouTube channel had already attained YouTube monetization, but it was not being monetized. And so we negotiated, and he said, I cannot increase your earnings from 200 shillings, but we can monetize the YouTube channel, and I will let you keep whatever the YouTube channel makes. And that will be the increase in your compensation. And I thought that was great. I thought that was fair. It was a gamble that I took because at that point we didn't know how much the channel would make. And so we monetized the YouTube channel and connected my AdSense account to the Mara Nomads YouTube channel. That is how YouTube pays. You need to have a connected AdSense account. So we connected my AdSense account because at that point I already had a monetized YouTube channel. My own channel was already monetized, and for it I had an AdSense account. So all we had to do was connect the Mara Nomads YouTube channel to my AdSense account, and any AdSense revenue would come to my account. We did that. A few months ago, the Mara Nomads did an 18-day trip to Victoria Falls. And when they did that, they came back with a lot of files. Because it's an 18-day expedition, you can imagine the amount of files, of raw files that they had. So when they came back, we determined that we would break that trip into 4 videos. As at now, 3 videos have already gone up, and they've done very well. And out of these videos doing very well, the AdSense revenue went very high. The Mara Nomads YouTube channel made in excess of $650 in September. This money was meant to come to me as per our agreement. But then, a few days ago, the Mara Nomads axed my AdSense integration. I talked about this in the previous video, who moved my cheese. They asked my AdSense integration without talking to me. They felt that I'd been wronged. After all, that AdSense revenue is the reason I moved to this house. It is the reason I sought to improve my life. Previously, I was living in Ongata Rongai in a very sad state of affairs. But when that AdSense integration was put in place in around April, May, I moved to this house because I thought that if the Mara Nomads YouTube channel could make 100 to 150 US dollars, I could afford to pay rent in this house. I pay 11,000 Kenyan shillings here. So when they took out that AdSense integration, I felt that I had no recourse. In Umoja, you don't play around with rent. The Shylocks will pick everything. The only thing I had was my YouTube channel and you guys. And I made a video, not out of malice. I did not use the Mara Nomads YouTube name in the title of the video. I did not put their logos anywhere. I made that video and put it up. People say the Mara Nomads have been shortchanging you. That is too little money. You've been charging them too little, which is right. It's not false. And the Mara Nomads now have chosen to take me to court. Let us talk about how we got to the decision to take me to court. So Friday, when I uploaded that Who Moved My Cheese video to my YouTube channel, that very same day, Chief Nomad called me and I did not pick his call because I was not ready to pick his call. On Saturday, another gentleman in the leadership of the Mara Nomads, a very senior gentleman who I think is a fair guy. We've not interacted a lot, but I have no reason to believe that he's not a fair guy. He called me and I picked his call and he asked me, have you spoken to Chief Nomad? And I said, no, I didn't pick his call because I was not ready. And he told me, I have seen your video, I have seen what has happened. I would like for us to resolve this issue. What is it that on your side could lead to a resolution of this matter? Communicate that to me or to my colleague. And so I said I would do that. We had a short but very fair conversation and then he hung up. A few minutes later, I received a message from one of the guys that works in the office. Hi Dennis, there's a concern about your latest YouTube video posted on 11th October 2024. In this video, you unlawfully shared private conversations, including screenshots of private WhatsApp and direct messages, while referring to Mara Nomads leadership, specifically Ruto. These disclosures are in clear violation of the Data Protection Act 2019 and other applicable Kenyan law, including the Computer Misuse and Cybercrime Act. Despite our good faith attempts to reach out to you to address these issues, you have failed to respond to our calls and text messages. Not true. I failed to pick Chief Nomad's calls, but I picked the calls of his colleague on Saturday. We are currently reviewing all available legal options and assessing the extent of damage caused by your actions. Please be advised that we shall be pursuing legal action to protect the interests of Mara Nomads. And I replied to that message. Thank you, so and so. Please advise Ruto that he may lose more if he decides to go that route. I did my best to portray the Mara Nomads in the best possible light while also taking care of my self-interest. If he decides to go that route, it will be terrible for us both, but I will come out on top. That was my reply. And the reason I replied that way is because the Mara Nomads are not the only person whose rights have been violated, and I will get into that later on. And in that video, as I said, I made it with no malice. I did not put the Mara Nomads in the name. I did not put the Mara Nomads in the description. The reason I'm doing it right now is because they've threatened the only thing that I've ever valued above all else, my freedom. This gentleman called me on Sunday and we spoke, and he asked me that I should pull down that video, but I said I could not. If I pulled down that video, there would be no evidence to the injustice that they've committed. And so I told him, I've spoken to someone in leadership. I think the reason that you do not know this is because it's Saturday. You guys are not in the office, so you're not in sync. But I've spoken to someone in leadership and he has asked me to communicate what my terms are for resolution. And I told him I will communicate my terms for resolution on Monday. So what were my terms for resolution? These were my terms. I'll just read them with you guys. Hello so-and-so, I trust you're well. Here are my terms for resolution. Number 1, the Mara Nomads to buy me a car, specifically a VW Golf TSI Petrol of model year not earlier than 2011 and of mileage not more than 150,000 kilometers. The car has to be approved as mechanically sound by a mechanic of my choosing. I believe that the Mara Nomads will earn vastly more than that in the next 5 years. As a key party in the creation of the brand from its early days, I believe that is not too steep a price to ask. Number 2, Mara Nomads can take all the time they need to procure the car. Only once it is procured, or a written agreement on when it will be procured and handed over is signed by both parties, will I resume video editing. The agreement must state that the car will be procured not more than 6 months from the date of signing that document. Number 3, I will keep 100% of the ad revenue for the next 1 year as payment for my video editing services, after which we can negotiate new terms. Number 4, the minutes payment will be done away with. Number 5, if the terms are agreeable, we will work on capturing them in a formal agreement. Number 6, if these terms are considered too steep, I will thank the Mara Nomads for our time together and leave. We have built a great thing that will be greater still in days to come. Now, I do not consider myself a greedy man. All I've ever wanted in my life is not to have to worry about food and rent, a few bills here and there. And the second thing I've always wanted is a VW Golf TSI, as you guys that have been watching this channel know. And so I asked that they buy me a car, VW Golf, model year not earlier than 2011, mileage not more than 150,000 kilometers. As a key party in the creation of this brand, from 107 subscribers to where it is now, approaching 40,000, I am at least 50% responsible for that. Therefore, since you guys have been paying me very little money, since you guys took out my AdSense integration, for me to resume work for you and to know that you are acting in good faith, I will require that you buy me a car. Also, I will need to keep 100% of the ad revenue. The ad revenue that was mine before, that you took away. So I'll need to keep 100% of that for the next 1 year, and then we can negotiate new terms. Remember, ad revenue is not the only monetization avenue the Mara Nomads have. In fact, in my previous video I said it will be the least income earner for the Mara Nomads if they play their cards right. They have shopping to implement, they have affiliate marketing, they can sell merchandise. So those were my terms. And the Mara Nomads had, I thought, 2 options, but apparently I have learned they had 3. So the first option I thought they had was to meet these terms, and so that we would continue working together building this beautiful brand that we've built. The second option they had was to say, away with Uhuru, let us find some other video editor and let us keep doing what we do. Apparently the third option was going to court. They've decided to go to court. How did this guy respond to these terms? Hi Dennis, I have read the above terms. Just to clarify, you'll go ahead and take down the video, right? For this gentleman, he's not concerned about the wrong that has been committed. He's only concerned about maintaining the public image. Yeah, so I said, no, I will not. But if I'm made whole, I'll make a video stating just that. We have negotiated and I have been made whole. He said, I'm confused. Are there additional terms for pulling down the video? I said, no, there are no terms for pulling down the video. I will not be gagged or bullied. The video I say I will make saying I have been made whole is just that, the truth. If we negotiated and I was made whole, I would not come to embellish facts. I'd just say, there is this wrong that I felt had been communicated. This is what my client thought about it. They admitted the wrong. They came out in front of the issue, and they've decided to do this for me, to make me feel better, and so that we continue a relationship, we will continue working together. Or they could have chosen to pick some other video editor. Right now, the channel has 40,000 subs. Video editors will be lining up to edit videos for that channel. It's not as when they had 107 when I was joining. At that point, finding video editors would not have been easy. But right now, they'll be lining up. So they could have chosen to pick another video editor. We would have gone our separate ways. There would have been no relationship between us. But, quote, at 5:30 a.m. in the morning, I received a summons to court for a hearing that is scheduled to happen on 5th of November 2024. It just so happens this morning that I had my phone close to me and I wasn't really in a deep sleep. To say the truth, the last few days I've not slept very well. So at 5:30 I had the notification and I picked the phone up and I looked at the message and my heart started pumping. I've never been arrested for any charge. I've never been taken to court by anyone. Dennis Uhuru is going to court in 2024. I'm just grateful that that message came at 5:30 in the morning. Because when I saw that notification, even the little sleep I had in my eyes evaporated. Yeah? So I was like, if this message came at 10 p.m. last night or 12 midnight, I would not have slept at all. At least it came at 5:30, I got some shut-eye. That is the state of affairs as at now. What about my case? I want you to go with me to Google. While you're on Google, just Google Mara Nomads. You will get the Mara Nomads official website. After that, what I want you to do is click on the About Us page. I'll show you a screenshot of a message I was having with a friend yesterday who went to their website and saw that they were using my image under a false name, even though they've removed it. If somehow they want to say the screenshots that I'm putting up are fabricated, here's that conversation from a friend of mine. And the message says, Victor Odondi, design guru. Now these guys enyewe wamekuonyesha madarao. Using my image with impunity under a wrong name. And then I replied, kumbe umeona hiyo maneno. How do you think that you can do things that you can lie and then hide, you know? That you can rub things and then they will be like as if they've never been before. So I'm very, very, very happy that I went to that website and took a screenshot before they deleted that image. create an Mchanga page. That Mchanga page, you're looking at it right now. Mara Nomads Limited versus Dennis Uhuru. I know that there is going to be some financial implication to this. There's going to be lawyers' fees. There's going to be a lot paid. I don't know what will happen, but I know there will be financial implication to this. If you care about truth and justice and what is right, I come to you. I recruit you to this battle. I recruit you by the auspices of truth and justice and all that is fair and good in this our earth. I ask you now to share this video on this Mchanga page. Share it with everyone. Share it with your husband. Share it with your wife. Share it with your neighbor. Share it with your colleague at work. Share it with your pastor. Share it with the village elders. Share it with everybody who cares to listen. The law is based on justice and right. That is the foundation of the law. I have that Mchanga page. There's a pay bill. If you are using M-Pesa, the pay bill is 891,300. The account is 105937. You can use Airtel Money, you can use Equitel, you can use Visa, wherever you are, in whatever jurisdiction in the world. You can use PayPal. Whatever it is that you have, if you have some money to spare, help me fight this battle. I, Dennis Uhuru, have edited your videos from October of 2021 to today. From when you had 107 subscribers to right now, you're approaching 40,000 subscribers. But you've chosen to take me to court for telling you the truth. You may win in a court of law, you may even get me locked up. You cannot fight the truth with financial muscle. You may win momentarily, it will not last very long. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for your support. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. As always, I'll be seeing you, hopefully, in the next.